Section 1.2 is considered multi-step equations. Many of the problems we're going to see today are just two-step equations. Trying to glance through. There might be one or two that has 3 steps. Okay. So the straightforward problem 2x plus or minus 4 equals 10. You can figure out how to write. So get rid of parentheses. There aren't any. Combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. I just have 2x and 4. I can't combine those. Do all adding and subtracting to both sides. So that's a minus 4. I can add 4. Then do all multiplying or dividing. I can divide by 2. Okay, straightforward. Nothing too wild or crazy. You could have one like that. So no parentheses, no combined like terms, adding and subtracting. So that's an add 5. I'm going to subtract 5. Negative 4, negative 5 is negative 9. Dug a hole 4 feet, dug 5 more feet, got a 9-foot hole. Signs are the same, add them up. 4 and 5 is 9, sign stays. However you think about it. Okay, then do multiplying or dividing. That means divide by 3, so I'm going to multiply times 3. Okay, so really we're just combining an add and subtract step with a multiply and divide step like we've done the last couple days. Okay. You will see some like this. So you have a couple options here. They're both 2 steps. So let me show you both. Some people, and it's neither of them is right or wrong or better or worse, but some people like to just leave the x on the same side that it starts on. There's no reason to move it. There's only an x. Where I have a 10 and an 8, I need to combine those together. So this is a positive 8, or it actually is an add 8, so I'm going to subtract 8. So be careful right here. That negative is still there. Okay, and so then remember that really there's a 1 there. So I could divide by negative 1 and get negative 2 equals x. Okay, so it's kind of weird when there's no number in the front of the x. Just remember there really is a 1. Okay, so that's version 1. Version 2 is maybe you don't like the x on the right side and you want to move it to the left side. Now it's kind of different because I can't combine the x and the 10, so I just write it out. And then I can subtract the 10 over to get negative 2. So they're both 2 steps. And it's 2 steps because there isn't a number in front of the x. So if there was a number in the front of the x, I think it's easy enough to just leave it alone and just do it like I did the first way. Alright, so, okay, if you remember back, I don't remember what day it was, but when I said the steps are parentheses, combine like terms, add and subtract to both sides, multiply and divide to both sides. And I said there are a couple of exceptions. This is one of them, where the divide is, it's the y, we need to write that a little bit further over, but the y and the 3 are being divided. So right here you cannot subtract 3. It's wrong because the 3 is being divided by the 6. So you can't just separate it out. So if you see one like this, what makes this problem look hard is the fact that it's a fraction. And it just looks weird. So how do I get rid of fractions? I multiply by the denominator. Nothing happens to the top. Then it should be a simple problem after that. Okay, so there's one of the exceptions that will come up. Okay, I think on 2 problems that you'll do today. Okay, one other example, I think. Okay, so parentheses, no parentheses, combine like terms. Well, 2x and 6x, I can combine those to 8x. Then I'm supposed to do all adding and subtracting. Well, there's isn't any. Then I'm supposed to do multiplying and dividing to finish. So that's another clue. Your last step should be multiply or divide in many problems. The one that we just did right before that, it's obviously adding and subtracting is the last one. But in a lot of the multi-step problems, the multiplying and dividing is the last step. Obviously, it's not all of them because, well, that one wasn't multiply or divide at the end. But a lot of them are. Okay. I lied. One more example. So let's say 3a plus 6 plus 2a equals 21. You'll have a couple like this. So no parentheses. I can combine 3a and 2a. And now it's kind of like the problems we did before. So I'm going to subtract 6. And then I'll divide by 5. Okay. So if you follow those steps that I wrote down on Thursday of last week, get rid of parentheses first, combine like terms, Do all adding and subtracting to both sides. Do all multiplying and dividing to both sides. You will be in good shape. Okay? All right. So we're going to spend a little bit more time tomorrow doing some more of these that involve parentheses, just to see something a little different. But we will, and then we'll go over the next section on Wednesday. But then we will have a quiz this week on Thursday, and it will be on the Big Ideas website. I'll talk more about that later this week, but quiz Thursday. All right. Have a great day, guys. Get your assignments done. See ya.